different master classes or webinar you might have been, because like but I don't have a slide, you get. So because it's like I'm going to be almost it's going to be 100% practical, you get. So I will let you watch over me, like maybe how I go about getting started as a beginner. So that is what I just want to show you, so that you can use this trick on any project you have to do. And the idea is that if you can design one good thing, you can design any other thing. That's just the basic stuff we are going to explore here today. Because by designing one good thing, today we are going to be designing some existing websites together. So by designing one good thing, one thing you are going to learn consciously and unconsciously is you are going to learn the use of typography, how those guys are using that typography. You are going to learn how to use their color, their spacing, their everything, like. And we are going to get into work now. So let me share my screen so that it will be, we just get started as soon as possible. So please just let me know once you can see my screen. I'm trying to select all the screen because like I have quite some stuff to show you guys. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
I can.
All right. So before the session, I went ahead to redesign a website, which is like to design the website, which is like an existing website. If you are familiar to what's it called? If you are familiar to Flutterwave, this is a part of their website that I have redesigned, and I will show you how I did that in this session. So first of all, let's go through the main website. This is the main website. So I am on my monitor, so like don't worry about the spacing if it's not consistent, but I will show you how to get it consistent for your whole stuff. So for me, I want to hide my overview of my screen. So now you can see here, we have like, this is Flutterwave. If you go to their website, you just have to click on commerce and to bring you to this place. So we are using the same font that they are using, everything, and the same vector graphics, the same font size, this, everything. Like I just tried to replicate it before this session, but I just have to do that very late last night so that I can catch up with you guys and we can be in sync for the session. So this guy copy everything, and now the question is, how did I know the exact fonts that they use, the color that they use, the image that they use? How did I get this? So this is what I'll be showing you. As I've mentioned initially, that the idea is if you can redesign one thing, you can redesign anything. Sure you get. So now let me show you what I did. So this is my own screen. This is what I came up with. And you can see that it's more or less the same thing. So like with this, if you can, because the idea is there's nothing new again in this world. Like there's nothing you want to design that has not been designed before. It's just taking inspiration from another person's work and baking it into your own design. Not like you clone everything, but you bake it into your own design. Because, and how can you bake other people into your own design? Is looking at their design, then trying to, okay, I want to steal the color that they used on this website. I want to steal the typography that they use on this website. We do that a lot. You can stumble on the website and you see, oh, I love this typography. Let me go and see if I can get it. If it's paid, you can look for the alternative, get stuff like that, and you use it on your own website. And nobody will come and accuse you of stealing or cloning another person's website. You get. But what you just did is you got inspiration from that typography. Let's say you got inspiration for color from Paystack. You got inspiration for typography from Cowrywise, stuff like that, and bring everything together to form a good design. And one of the things why you can do this is because over time you've trained yourself to design, or by consciously you've observed people's websites, other people's websites, and you can come up with, okay, let me redesign this as a challenge for myself. And with that, when you are sorting for inspiration for your own personal work, you like it's going to be breeze for you, because like you know what you are looking for, because you have got your hand dirty using other people's like work as a practical in the past. So you can see how I did it is like very identical. And so we'll be designing this landing page in this session. And so to get started, how did I go about getting their colors, getting their exact fonts, and all this kind of stuff? So I'll be introducing you to some couple of extensions and some tricks now, so that we can get started with we're designing it ourselves. So here now, I know this font that they use because I've used this font for a branding project in the past for a client. But like, how did I know that this is the name of the font? So to the let me try and drag this down so that it will stop me. So to the first stuff we'll be doing today. Okay. Right. So the first stuff that will be so I am trying to make sure you can see my cursor, so that I'm trying to get this annotation. So to the first stuff we'll be using today is WordFont. So WordFont is like is a Google extension. So you can come to your Google Chrome browser, just go to Google and type Chrome Web Store. So the first stuff you will see, just click on this. Let me close this guy. So the first extension we are looking for is WordFont. WordFont. So you can see we have different stuff here, but let me bring it together. There is no space in between, so maybe that is why it's not doing it. Correct one. Yeah, so this is what we are looking for, WordFont. And click on it. In your own, it will tell you to add to Chrome, but I've already added this, so I don't want to remove it. So now I come to my website. I will click on my WordFont stuff here. So then I will come and I will click on any part of the website. So when I click on this guy, I can see that they are using these fonts. This is the name of the font that they are using, Milik. For me, I used to call it Miliki. Don't mind me. So this is Milik. The weight of the font is 500. And the font is normal. The size of the font is 100. And the line height is, what is it called? The line height is 108. And then the color of the font, because we selected this. If I select this guy, I can see the color here is black and it's the same size, the same weight, and the same height. So with that, we already know how to go about using this font on our design. For this other parts, we have Modrats. They are using 300. It's like that is something very light, not regular. Regular will be 400. So it's normal. So the style is telling you it's normal, maybe it's italic or stuff like that. Then this is 300. So the size here is 22. The line height is 32. You get? So here on our button, you can click on it. You see they use 16. the size is 16, it's still the same moderate, but here is medium 500, and the line height is 19, and the color is this one. So like I've mentioned, consciously now you've seen how Flutterwave designers have used typography on this landing page. So here we have two different typefaces. We have Milik, and then we have moderate. So on moderate, for this type of moderate, we have here they are using light, which is 300, and the size is 22. Here they are using this 500, which is medium, and the size is 16. Let's check on this one. So the same thing, size is 16. So we can see how they've used this for their project. So now, if you want to recreate this same thing on your own, you can like get this and get your hand dirty. So now, let's come to this part of the website, the second session. What did they do here? So here they have the same site as they have here. Like if you notice, they are using the same weight here, which is 300. And but here they are making it bigger. It's 80. So that's why it looks thick. So they are using two. So far, they are using two weights on this website. So 300 and 500. That is light and medium. So like I've mentioned, when you are trying to maybe redesign or observe websites, you are consciously learning how they are using different parts of different typography, weights, all this kind of stuff. And you can take this one to your own design to go and replicate it on your own design, and we come up with something cooler and something that looks alike. So here we have here they are using 600. This is semi-bold. So the style is 400. We have this, and then we have that for the rest of the website. We have the same. So you can see that their typography style for button is 16 all through on the website. So here we have like the Milik font again. So here they are using it they are using 8 here, and this is the color. So now we have 100 here. So now I know the question you'll be asking is, how do I get this font? In most cases, you can get this font for testing. I will show you how to get it, but like it's not really legal, because most of these fonts they are paid fonts. But if you use it for a live project, and maybe anything happens, I'm not going to have told you how to get the font disclaimer. So to get this font, what you do is you right click and come to inspect element. So let me drag this guy away so that you can see. Okay, well, please, how can I close this stuff? Okay, don't worry. All right, so after clicking on inspect elements, this folder will open. So this is like showing you different parts of your website, but we don't necessarily need it. If you are a developer, you get your hand dirty with this. So come click on source, you get. So you can check all through this folder and see different stuff. But me, I like when I was testing yesterday, so just click on different folder. We are looking for a folder that mentions something like fonts, you get. So inside this folder, you see we have fonts. So now we can see all the fonts that they use on this website that is being stored here. So this is the Milik. So you can just right click on this font, then you can click on open in a new tab. So automatically it will download it on your laptop and you can use it for your project. But this is like disclaimer again, don't use this on the live project, because this definitely is a paid font when I check for it. So you can download all the fonts that they used for the projects, and just click on open a new tab. You can download everything and have it on your laptop And like I mentioned, I downloaded this Modular yesterday just for the testing, and for this meeting I have it before, so I won't be downloading it. So that is how you get fonts that they are using on this website. And then now we go on to use it to redesign our store. So now we know about how to.
Hello, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one quick question that dropped off at the point where you mentioned you were going to introduce the plugin to Node-RED fronts. Could you just do a quick recap for him?
I can't get you very well. You are broken.
So there's someone asking, there are quite a number of people that didn't get how to get the fronts properly.
Okay.
Can you just do a quick recap on it? What was the add-on, or what was the plugin tool that you used?
Okay, the name of
quite a number of people in chat.
To get the fonts, like to know the font that they are using, the name of the add-on is called What Font. I will create a slide and I will share it with everybody that attends this talk. So the name of the font is What Font. Okay. So instead of remove, you see add to Chrome. So after adding it to your Chrome, then you come to any website. Let's go to another website just to let's go to Mono websites. Let's see the fonts that they are using on their website. I have this font as well because like I'm a brand designer, so I do a lot of design fonts. So here you can see that they're using duplicates. You can see the weight is 500, the size is 92, and you can see the line height is 106. So with this, you are like learning how all these brands are using their font. Here they are using 26, the size is 26, and it's 400 there, and the line height is 36. So with this, you can like learn difference how they are using their typography. So now let's come back to where we were. So now we've covered fonts. Let's look at color. So to get color on your website, I'm using this extension called Colorzilla. So come back to your Chrome web store and click on search, type on Colorzilla. Sorry, I think this is US English. So Colorzilla. So again, you are going to add this Colorzilla. Click on it. You are going to add it to your Chrome browser. So we have a lot. If you scroll down, you see different different alternatives, but like I think I just love how this works. So you can click on Colorzilla and use it for your website. So now we come back to this website and click on Colorzilla. So if I click on Colorzilla and I select different parts of my website, so if I click on this guy, I think I have a lot going on my screen. I don't know how to close all this stuff, but you can see, with my Colorzilla now, when I hover on different parts of my website, if you look at the top here, you can see that since I'm hovering on this green part, so you can see the color code, everything, and once I click, then it has copied it to my clipboard, and I can go and use it in any of my design. I can come to the button here. Sorry, let me come back and click on Colorzilla. Come to my button here. So just hover, make sure that the stuff at the top is showing the color you are selecting. Yes, now it's showing that navy blue kind of stuff. So just click on it, then my color has been copied to my clipboard. So here you can do the same thing. Let's say come back here. Let's say we want to know the color that they used here. You can see we have the color at the top already. Then just click, we have it on our clipboard. Then you can just randomly get different colors that they used on the website. So the last thing I will be showing, the last extension I will be showing before we start designing this interface is Okay, I think I have 2 more to go. So is this extension SVG export? We don't necessarily have so much of SVG going on this website. So, but in the case there are any SVG that is being used on the website you are trying to redesign or to clone, so just come to your Chrome extension again, click on SVG exports. Sorry, type SVG export rather. So it will give you different kind of extension that you can use to export SVG from the website, but this is one I've chose because it works for me very well. So I can come here now and click on this, and it will open all the SVG that Flutterwave has used on their website. So I can easily come here. It didn't load any JPEG for, so I can easily come here on SVG, then I can select the one I want to use for my project, or I just click here to select everything, and I click on download. So it will download all these guys for me on my laptop. Okay. So we have that about, so we can come back to our website. So we like have all the SVG that they use on this website already, but I won't be downloading that. And then another one I would love to share you is like how do you know the spacing between these upper fonts, as this upper typography and this following typography and this one? So this is where the next extensions that I'll be introducing to you will come in very handy. So here now we can come here. So the name of this extension is measure dimensions. So I will come here and click on, I will type, sorry. So I just click on this extension, and in your own case, we add it to your Chrome, not remove from Chrome. So you come back here and you click on this extension. So now when I click here, you can see it's telling me we have 65 pixels between the top and the bottom margin. So you get like the space we have between this top and this top typography and the other following typography is you see in some places it's telling us 64, some places it's telling us 98 because of maybe how the font looks. You notice that the F and the E, the F is higher than the E. Sorry, I think I was overing on different places. So you can see the O and the A is 65. You can come here and see the E and the H is 63. So with that, we have like the average of spacing that is being used between these fonts. But on the bigger screen, if you're on the smaller screen, it might be small. You get, so be conscious of, make sure that you are designing with the same maybe screen dimension of what you are previewing it on, so that you can have the accurate stuff. So let's look at between these two buttons now. We have 20 pixel space between these two buttons. Between this typography and this button, we have 46. You get. Now we can come here and do the same thing, like between this, like let's look at it from here. It's not picking this side, so like this extension has some, what it's trying to do is trying to detect the edge of an element and measure the distance between one edge of an element to another edge of an element. So since this is like a shape or a blend of color, so it's not detecting the edge of this part for us. So this is where the next extension I will train at you guys, which will be the last time, second to the last for this part, will be coming in. So let me click on this guys so that we close, and that is where we have this extension, Smart Page Ruler. So come back here. All these extensions are free. The next one, the last one I'll be showing you is a paid extension, which has everything that we are doing inside of it. So Smart Page Ruler. So click on this. I've installed it already. So let me come here and click on Smart Page Ruler. So let me on it. So I can easily click on different parts of my website. Then it's showing me the distance between this the edge of my laptop and this part is 406 pixel, which is like I'm on the very last screen, so which is why we have that. Then I can click on this page. Is showing me like the distance between this upper, like it can show me the distance between this upper part and any other part. So I just need to click on one part and go to the other end. So it will show me that, okay, like I can see that my whole Euro session is 617 pixels, and like the height is 617 pixels. So with this, you can like see how a website is being made, and you can use this to go and redesign your own website. So let's get started. Sorry, like I mentioned that I'm going to show you one last plugin. I'm sorry, extension. So the last extension I'm going to show you is Overify. So Overify is like an extension that has all these things inside of it, but it's a paid extension. So, and I need, like, I'm using it because I use more for web development, not for what's it called, not for UI. So if you are like a fan of having everything inside one thing, I think it's a one-time payment stuff, so you can just pay for it once and for all, and enjoy it for life. So in Overify, you can click on inspect. So when you click on inspect, you can just hover, so you can see here you can see the typography, you can see the space, you can see the weights, you can see the height, the font size, the font family, the eyeline height, the margin, all this kind of stuff. You don't need this one only if you want to go to this website. So we just need this part of the box. So you can see all the stuff that they used there. So then you can still come back here. You can click on grid line and see what we were able to like achieve with the other previous ones. So you have everything inside one. And then let's say you are practicing you are practicing UX writing, all this kind of stuff. Overify will come in handy for you too. So you can just click on edit, and you can come on different parts of the website. Then you can click instead of, let's say you are trying to see how a font or a keyword will look on this website. Instead of say start selling, you can just put get started. So anything you type here will be here just for you to see how your content will work on this website. You can click on any part of the website and start typing. So like I mentioned, I use this one for mostly web dev. So then you can click on color palette. So here Overify will go on to sample like different shades of color that you can sense on this website. So in case you want to use it for any other stuff, but like I don't really want to go. Let me go to some features that I think you will need Overify for, so that I won't get you. Let me refresh this so that I won't get you overwhelmed. So if you are trying to test how maybe something will look on mobile, so with Overify, you can just click on responsiveness, so you can see how this website looks on different mobile screen. You can click on different mobile screen, like they have a lot of mobile stuff, so you can click on it. If you want to check how your website looks on landscape, you can do that. Or let's say you have a very, like the audience you are building for, they are like using some particular type of phone that is not listed here. So you can just click and add their device name and the width and height of their stuff here. So it's like it has a lot of feature. And another thing with Overify is you can just come here and click on assets. So Overify will go ahead and just like we have for SVG export, we export everything for you. The SVG, if there is video on this website, if there is Lottie file, it will get everything for you. And you can just click on save, so you download it on your laptop. Let me click on save. So I can have this on my laptop for the design I want to do. And if you want to capture this whole screen, like I want to capture the full page, so it can capture different parts of the page for you. So it's like the one all-in-one tool that you need for your UI design. So this is like my page now. So like let's after doing your content, like writing the content, then you can just come here and export everything. You can like save as PNG or save as PDF or stuff. So now I think we have the good overview of how all these tools work and extension works. So let's get started into designing some part of this website. So let me close on this guy. Let me dump this guy somewhere here. So fine. Now for designing, I am using this is the first time I'm using this tool. I started using it recently. The name of the app is called, or the software is called Lunacy. Lunacy, think of Lunacy as, I'm working on Windows. So think of Lunacy as Sketch for Windows, you get. So like anything you can do on Sketch, you can do it on Windows. So like vice versa, if you are using a Mac, and you have someone that is working on Windows in your team, so you can ask them to download Lunacy so that you guys can work together, sync, and they can send in their exported file from Lunacy because it will save it as .sketch and vice versa. So now, like why I'm using this tool is because I want to let you know that it's not just about the tool. Like in as much you know your fundamentals of UI and you know how to maybe go about getting all these things done on different websites, then the tool does not matter. We can do it in Canva. Like I'm very serious. So here I will come here and let me close out on this guy. I will come here and click on I'm kind of rushing because we still do mobile. Like I will show you how to redesign or virtually any mobile app. So so here I will come here and create my, sorry, I'm trying to move a lot of things around. So I will come here, click on your frame, or sorry, they call it artboard here. So come under desktop, then here I use Pro 15, so I'll click on the same Pro 15 to get it. So we've downloaded our fonts and everything. So to have so that I won't waste our time with designing some stuff. So let me just copy these parts and copy and just paste it here. So I'm trying to rush here because our time is fast. Let me just align it to the video. So normally I can just come back here and use all those tools that I showed you guys to come here. Okay, check the distance between the button, which is like the highest up here. The button, so we have 30 pixels between our button and between our button and this guy. Between our button, like we have a space of 30 pixels between our button and this stuff that we get that. So let me come back here and come here and select. So select this guy. So here we have a space of 55. So let me just move it up a little bit. So we have 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have 30. So, but I'm not working on the same screen because like this screen is smaller compared to my desktop screen. So I would not necessarily be making everything pixel perfect. I'll just be doing Viber, inshallah, you get. So here now we want to check up for this typography. So I'm going to copy these fonts, then come here come here and then click on type. So I'm going to paste the stuff here. So start spelling online. So come here to click on the fonts, Milik, then click on enter. So our text size is 100, if you remember. So our text size is 100. So let's come back here. Let's check for the line height is 108. So Milik is a font that has only one family, so don't worry about maybe regular or those kind of stuff. So we make sure that we have our line heights here. We make sure that it's 108. So perfect. Now we are getting exactly. So now let's get the color of this guy. So here we are going to use our color picker. So your color picker, you can, instead of coming to actually come and click again, since we clicked it before, just come here and click on color picker. So you can see all the colors that we selected initially. So the color history, and then we just click on it, and you can click here and come here and boom, let's come back to our lunacy and select this guy, come under color, we give it this. So we have the first part ready. So now to get our vector graphics, sorry, let me click on this. So you can just right click. I don't want to waste my time going to those web stuff. So I've downloaded it on my laptop. So I will just drag and drop it here. So then now sorry, let me move it down so that I can resize it. Then I will resize it. So I'll be using my description here. So I think we are good to go like this. Yes. So now I will come back to my Chrome and click on this color. So before we go, so that we won't come back here. So let's note some stuff. So the fonts we are using here is Modrat. The weight is 300. The size is 22, and the line height is 32. So let me copy this font. Sorry, this body text. Then I come back here. I click on my stuff. So I will come here and type my font, Modrat. Then our font is what? 22. So I will give it 22. Our line height, our width is 300. That will be light. So then our line height is 32. So 32. So I'm clicking on, I'm holding shift. So when you hold on shift, it will increase it by 10. Instead of having to go to 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you click on shift, it will just increase it by 10. So we are going to 32. Then we can come here and see, okay, how they put it. Sorry. So find anyone. So here we have find, so space after find at anyone. So get it now. Then we can like come here and make sure we align everything. And the alignment is important, please. Then now let's come and create our button. So here the button, let's see if we can check the height of the button. So you can see the height of our button is 61. You get, so I think the height is the most important stuff here because of I'm on the larger screen as I've mentioned. So 61, and then we have here 261. So let's come back and create our button. So before I go, so that I won't come back here, let me just select my color so that I will just apply like that. So I'll come here and click on the shape, and I'm just looking for the height of 61. I think 61 will be too big for this smaller screen that I'm using to design here. So let me make it around 50. So this color of my stuff is this. So with this, you can design this in any software. Figma will even let you do this guide very fast. But I don't want to because if I use Figma and I want to use maybe all these component stuff like that, because I'm used to stuff like that. So and I don't want to use that because I sense part of the people in this class will be complete beginners. So let's continue working. So let's give it the line, radius of 10. So radius of 10, we can bring it there. So then what are we saying? What is the test here? The test here is create a free account. So create a free account. Why inspecting with if you remember, our button test is 16 and the size is 500. Just to be sure, let's come back and inspect that. So 16, sorry, 400. So like that would be regular. We don't need line height here because it's like just the one line. Yes. So we change the color to white, and then let's come back here and so let's select these two guys together. Let's come here and we edit. So if like if you are like an OCD person like me, like if you are obsessed with perfection, that you want to be spacing everything, you can go back and see if you can get the space between these. Here we have 24, like between the edge of the button and the beginning of the text. So you can just do that, but we are time bound here. So I still have some other stuff to show you guys. So you can just come there and make this a little bit big so that it will look like what we have in the platform. Then come here and align it. Then we can just duplicate this guy and duplicate this guy. So you can go back and check the space between your button, but make sure that you are working on the same screen that you are viewing it, so that because of screen density. So that is another topic which I don't want to dive in today. So we can have a session on screen density in the future. So I'll come back here and click on my color. So the color of my button, and I'll just use black for the color of the text. So the color of my button here is this guy. Yeah, for my text, I will just switch it to black. Then the text says contact us. So then you can reduce this, and how many you can make this bit more. Then make sure it's aligned. Like alignment is important to a designer, so make sure everything is aligned. But in how many minutes we design this stuff now. So let's try and preview it, but I've already opened my preview here. So let me just come here and refresh and see. Let me go to my, let me see if I can see my second screen. Sorry, I'm just trying to, like that I've mentioned, I'm trying to like this is my first, like let's say this is my first time using this app, so that's some stuff that I'm still trying to learn. So let me just pick on this guy instead. Okay, this is what we have done so far. Can you see my screen? Hello? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen,
So you
About-
can see that.
but I would like people to respond in the chat. Okay, yeah, there's responses in the chat.
Yeah, you can see that this is what we have done so far, just this landing page and so you can now move things around to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned, that the spacing, stuff like that. So let's create the next session before we get out of this part. So for the next session, we'll be creating a space, a top. So let's come to Chrome to, sorry, let me close out this. Let's come to Chrome to get the color for this session. So the color for this session, let's just select. So here now you are like learning, okay, they use black for this one, they use black for this one, they use this color for this one, they use this shade for this one, they use shade for this one. So you are like consciously learning some stuff with their with how they are doing it. So come here, how they design their website, rather put this color here. Then let me come here with the bigger stuff here. So let me come down here. So I will click on this guy. Let me click, yeah, it's big enough, okay. Big enough. Let me click on Control L. Control L will lock this for us. So after doing the locking, then we want to come back here and copy our text. So before going, let's check what they use there. This is Modrat 380. The line height is 100. So let's come back here, click on our type, copy, then we keep Modrat already. So 300 is the light. 80, right? So this is 80. Then let's give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then here we have so products, cut it to products. So products, then we have the section. So the line height is 100. So let's make sure we are in sync with that. So here now you can like, oh, line heights. Since they are using 100 line heights and you want to know more about line height, you can just go to Google and read about line heights here. So here now, and the only reason why you can go to Google is because you are seeing how people are using it. Okay. So then I want to bring this session to this inside our website. So I've already downloaded this part. So I'll just come here and where is it?
Hi, Praise.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a question from Gideon.
All right.
Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon, Gideon.
I want to ask, like, what frame is like generally accepted?
We're breaking Gideon. Hello?
The 11 Pro Max, all those style frame. But the website, when you are checking frame for website, you see the desktop, MacBook, 14 inches, 16 inches. So which one is acceptable to use for designing?
There is no one acceptable use for designing, like everything is acceptable, okay? But you know your audience.
Play by TS Car.
But the best thing you want to do for yourself is like use the screen that you are designing on, you get, so that it will look like the experience will look the same for you. You get like I'm designing on my desktop, but they don't have the resolution for my desktop. That is why I'm using let me come back here. So that's why I'm using this. You get it? So if I use all these guys, it will be too big for my desktop. So there's no exact one for my desktop. So that's why I'm using this one, like this stuff. So the thing is, try and use the exact that you are designing on, okay, so that when you are viewing your demo website and what you are designing, they are looking at like. So that is the most important thing. So the developer will know how to like how to use CSS to make sure that it's responsive on different viewports that people visit and viewing it on. So let me show you to that effect. Let me show you one thing. So come back to Flutterwave website. So when you click on this guy, so when you come down, you see that it's responding to different stuff. So Flutterwave designer we only design this thing for mobile and maybe tablet and desktop. So, but all these imp screen that are coming in between, you can see the way the text is adapting. So, like you can see when you get to one place, it's like this. When you get to another place, it's something like that. So the developer will know how to use codes to make it responsive. What you want to do for yourself is make sure that you are designing on your screen viewports, so that you can know that, okay, this is what I'm designing and this is how it's looking in my preview. You get? Did I answer your question? Hello? All right, so let's continue. Let me try and I downloaded this. Let me try and unzip the stuff I downloaded while the other time. Let's come back here. So under SVG, so I won't waste our time, please. Let me do it like this. Because let me come back to my stuff there. So I will just copy this image. So I will copy this image. I will bring it here. Let me show you what I did. I did something here. So this image here, let me group Control-Shift-T. So here we have two stuff. We have this shape and this image. So this image, this SVG from their website is transparent. So if I put it on any stuff, we show the background of that stuff. But I want, if you notice here, they added drop shadow to it. So if I come here and add under effects and add drop shadow and stuff like that, if you notice here, it's affecting our design and it's not giving us the exact stuff we are trying to redesign. Okay, so that was why I deleted the drop shadow. So I put this guy inside the rectangle. Then we click on the rectangle itself. You can see the color of the rectangle here. Then I will come here and add the drop shadow on the rectangle. So you can see that we have the drop shadow already. So after doing this, then I'll just go and drag it here. So I don't want to waste our time having to go through all those stuff. Then I will drag this here. Try to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned. Okay, fine. So we come. I think it's two there. So we come back to our demo website that we are building. So we copy this text. We come here. So this is the last part we'll be designing. We copy this text. We come here, click on 24. So the size is 24, the width is 600, and the line height is what's it called? It's 29. So you can see here they are using another font weight if you are observing. So we have regular, so we have light here, we have light here, we have regular here, and here we are now having 600, which is semi-bold. So we click here, our text will be 24. Then, sorry, I made it 18. Our text will be 24. Then the line height is 29. So we want to change this to 600, which is medium or semi-bold. Sorry, is this 600? Yes. So let's check maybe if they are aligned. So it's bold. Yeah. So we click on this guy and sorry, just make it like this, and then the line height is 29. So we align it here.
Hi, Prince.
I'm with you.
Yeah, quick one. There are quite a lot of questions coming into the chat, so maybe at
Okay.
some point in time, if you're able to check the chats.
All
How we
right,
go.
let me finish this session so that we can go to question for desktop before we go to mobile. All right, thank you. So I will come back and okay, here we have 20, we have 300. So here there is another font size. So the first time they are using 20 on this website. So like unconsciously, as I've mentioned initially, unconsciously you are learning how they use typography on their website. You get. So let's come back here and under type, click on this guy, control everything. I think we have 20. So we'll do this 20, and then this is light. So here we have Flutterwave 4. So we'll come back here, click on Flutterwave 4. And then our line height, let me check our line height. So our line height for this is 28. Sorry, we come back here, we click on 28. So we align it here. So if you want to make everything like look exactly like how they did their own, you can go back and inspect the space between the heading and the body copy here. So, but we are running out of time. Let me read this a little bit. And now we want to create a circle. Want to create a circle. Let's make it this big. Then we come back to our screen and click on so the font that they use there is still moderate, but it's 18 and 300. So here we want to select this color, and just so we have the color already. So we come back here, then we click on our color, then we come back here. So we click on our text and we click on number 1. So our text is 18 and it's 300, which is light. So just drag the two together, then you come in, you align everything them together. So here now you can just change the green color, you can change it to green, but because on our website we notice that the green is deeper. So we can just come here and bring the green deeper as well. Then if you zoom in, you will see that the one and this guy is not very well aligned. So this is mathematical alignment that the app is doing for us, but what we are looking for is optical alignment because we want to use our eyes to align it. So I think let's just go up a little bit. So I think it's better now. So let's move this guy here. let's move this guy here. Then we come back to our shape and draw this line. So after drawing the line, we can come under here and create gap. So we want to like do like normal stuff to create this gap, and we give it this same color. So you can click on this and make it like this. Then you can just select and do number 2, number 3, and stuff like that, and continue creating the website. So let me quickly preview this part. Let me come back here and refresh so I can see. So sorry, let me close out of this. Let me click OK. So we can see what we are doing so far, but like the spacing, everything is not consistent because as I mentioned, we are time bound here. So we can quickly go through what's it called? We can quickly, if you have the time, like I'm very sure I'm going to have the time. So this is how you are going to recreate everything, like with the extension, with the fonts, with the same everything, and then you can see that it's looking like what we have here. Yes, so let me quickly answer some questions. So let me go to. So, Favor, are you reading the question? I should just go through the chat and answer questions. Am I alone? Hello. I'm scared here, please. Don't tell me after that. After that happened. Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, all right. So let me go through some of the questions that we have here. Thank you. I think if after that happened, then I think at least I have some people here with me that we need to go with second batch. So, okay, let me go through some of the questions. And if you have questions, please, you can just speak out. So let me quickly answer your question because we still have to go to mobile. Okay, speaking of extension, please, yeah. Okay, I don't, Emmanuel asked about how to know the amount of drop shadow. I've not yet explored that, but I will explore it, and we get back to you on that. So amount of drop shadow, let me write that down so that I can visit that later. Drop shadow. So how did you get the font weights? Just copy. No, I didn't just copy from the website. I got the font weights using like I'm answering James now. So I got the font weights using this extension. So if you are here when we started, I introduced us to some extensions. So we are using Word font. So with Word font, you can like select this extension. You can like select click on the button, sorry, on the text, and then you can see the extent, what they are using. So here we have 300, we have 80, like the size is 80, the line height is stuff. So we are not doing Vibe and HLR. We are using the exact stuff that they use on their website. So please, you can listen to the beginning of the video or of this session so that you can get acquainted with that. So this app is, no, I'm not using Figma. So like I'm using Lunacy because like I want you to know, like I'm trying to stretch myself so that you guys will know that it's not about the tool. Like this trick I'm showing you, you can use it with any tool. So you can use Figma, you can use SD, you can use eVision, you can use Canva, and I mean. So okay. Oh, sorry for that. My voice is kind of low. Sorry. Can you hear me better now? So let me go back to Olaoye. If my voice is low, then that means you can't hear me very well. So I'm not using Figma, I'm using Lunacy so that you have a sense of accomplishment that what we are doing can work on any other stuff apart from Figma, SD that we are used to. So any other question? I'm asking question now. I can't necessarily talk on auto layout on this session because like that will be going out of this session, and that will mean I will have to go to Figma. So we can have like a session for that, or we can we can have a session on that subsequently. So, and also at the end of this talk, I'll be inviting you guys to our community so that we can like ask your question and then we can give answers to any other stuff there too. So any question? I think maybe people is not online because I'm not seeing here. All right. Okay, no question. Let me come here and let me come on the participant and see. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go to mobile. Since we don't have question, but like I want people to actually come up to like control this part, but since it's not here, so let me go to the next part and let's get things rolling. So for this, you are going to give me some couple of minutes. I have to share my phone to my laptop. So, but before we go there, let me give you some disclaimer. So the tool we are using is a page tool. So with the tool, just like the way we can come here and inspect our elements, we can use it for your app too. But I have not found the tool for iPhone. I can only, what's it called? I have only seen now you can use it on Android because of the nature of the OS. So I will get my hand dirty to see how we can do that on iPhone. So for the tools we'll be using, let me go to Play Store. Play Store. So for the tool we'll be using will be sorry, this is the first time I'm checking Play Store. Okay. We'll be using developer assistant rather. So this is the app we'll be using. It's a paid app, but for the first 30 days you can get it for free. So I sent I sent the developer like an email to know if you can get the discount for anybody on our community. So once I have the response, I will share it with you. So go ahead and download this app on your phone, and I will show you how to use it. So let me give you some minutes. Let me fire my phone and get started. I think. All right, thank you. So if you miss anything like that I've answered, please you can always go back and replay this session on Google YouTube. I still wanted to say Play Store. But for this session, yeah, developer assistant, just go to your Chrome Play Store and you get it there. So If you are using iPhone, I'm sorry, you might not necessarily get this full session, but I will make sure that I give you another way to get it. Or maybe I will record the session and I will put it on YouTube and you can get it from there. So now, after downloading Developer Assistant on your phone, let me cast my screen on my laptop. So let me know once you can see it. So can you guys see my mobile phone now? Can you guys see my, please? Can you answer in the comment section? Okay. Sorry, give me some minutes. Then let me try to. Sorry. Let me try to do a new share. Okay. You'll be able to see it now. Sorry. So can you see my phone now? All right. So, all right, thank you. Okay, fine, thank you. So you guys can see my phone. So now what we want to do with Developer Assistant, after downloading Developer Assistant, so go to your settings. Go to your phone settings. You can just click and search for settings. So go to your, sorry, I'm going to Google. So, okay, let me do a shortcut. So click on Developer Assistant after downloading it. So I have the license, so like, because I have been using it for some time now. So click on Enable or on Edits. So click on Edits. If you are following me, I don't get the question. You click on how did you get the phone? Like, you move my phone to my screen. I'm using another app called Reflector to cast my phone to my screen. So whatever I'm doing on my phone, you can see it on my screen. So here now, click on that digital assistance. Sorry. So instead of Google, click on Developer Assistance. So because we want to use it for something, so that means the Developer Assistant will be able to read whatever we are doing on our phone. Yeah, Reflector, I'm using Reflector. But you don't necessarily need it if you are not maybe teaching and you don't want to cast your phone to your stuff, to your screen. So go to any app. So I've tested with some apps before I come for this session. I'm just going to show all these apps. And let me go to my Google Podcasts. So this is Google Podcast now. Now we want to see how this app is being developed. Please let me get please just put I'm following. If you are still with me, if you are following me, please. Just type I'm following. Okay. All right. Can we have one more from another person? All right, thank you. So now we have our reflector here. So we've selected our, what's it called? We've selected so we've selected, I've shown you the settings whereby you go and select Google Developer Assistant as what you want to use to know what's going on instead of Google. So click on you will click on this part. Can you see my cursor? Let me bring up my annotation stuff. Give me minutes. So you click on this part on your phone, like this home stuff. So hold on it. So it will bring up this guy. So for me, so after holding on it, so now click on any part of your, you have to be then to there. Click on any part of your stuff. So click on the Ramsey show. So after clicking on it, let me bring this up a little bit. So you can see here now. You can, I want to click on this run state time. So you can see here now, you can see Google is actually using for the design of this stuff. So you can see the fonts, the text size that they are using. So the text size of what we selected the Ramsey show. So the text size is what is 14 SP. So SP is scalable pixel. Just go to your Figma and every other stuff and type 14. So you can see here we have 14 SP. So you can go on and click on another stuff, 16 hours to go. So after clicking on 16 hours ago, you can see that they are using 12. The size of this part is 12. Are you still with me? So you can see the color that they are using as well. So let's click on another stuff. Let me click on this heading part. So this heading part is like the biggest stuff. So they are using 16. We get, and now we are like seeing, okay, the developer of this app, what fonts did they use? How did they use it? Because like 80% of mobile app is majorly font. You get that? So let's click on the lower text. So here they use 14. So here now we've seen that they are using 14 for this guy. They are using 12 for this guy, 16 for this guy, 14 for this guy. So far we have noticed 3 fonts, but they are now playing with weights to make sure that, okay, this one is more important than this, or this are using color to emphasize some stuff. So let's click on when it was like how many the duration. So the duration is, if you look here, we see is 14. So the text size is 14. If you want to know what you've selected, just go down and see. Sorry, I don't see it on my own end here, but let's come back to, let's click on the Ramsey show again. So if you scroll down, you see that this is what we've selected. So we click on the Ramsey show. So, and the Ramsey show is showing us that they are using 14 pixel for this guy. You get, so like now let's look at another thing aside from the text that they have used on this app. So let's click on hierarchy. Yeah, click on hierarchy. You don't need this one, like these are for developer. So then after clicking on hierarchy, click on layout. So here now under layout, we are just going to select anything. Let me select, I want to select this guy. So let me select that. So here now, you can see that this is 84. The whole this triangle that they put image. Sorry, I said triangle. This rectangle or square that they put image is 84 by 84 pixel. You get that? So let me click on the first one, business wall. So this business wall now, you can see we still have 84 by 84 pixel. So from the edge of your mobile phone to the edge of this business wall here, you can see Google is using 16 dp, like that is the standard margin. So the margin, the space between this place and this place is 16 VG. So we are analyzing different parts of their websites with this. So let's go to our time is fast spent. I want to finish this session by 4 o'clock. So I will try to record this session live and send it to you. I will do that this week. So we have put it on our community. So I will be dropping the community link at the end of the session so that you can pick it up there. So now let's go back. Let's click out of this place. Let's go to another app. Like I'm just trying to analyze everyday app that we use. So let's go to LinkedIn. So this is LinkedIn, and let me just go down a little bit. Let's see something fun. Okay, I don't want to advertise for Zenith. Sorry. All right, see, we don't have time. So let's come back here. Let's click on that, our home button to summon this app. So let's go back to Elements. So here now I want to select anything on our screen. So I'll be selecting the part that says Zenith Bank. So if you notice, LinkedIn, they are using 14 pixels for this part. For the part that is showing their followers, they are using 12. For the part that is showing promoted, they are using 12. So with this now, we are learning how they are using typography on their app. For the part that shows the story, they are using 14. So you can see here now, so far, they've used 2 fonts, 12 and 14. They are just showing color in different ways, like, okay, this color is big, or is dark, this one is not that dark, stuff like that. And that we can see the what we call here, you can see the color of the text that they are using here or that they've used here. So let me go back to another app. Like I'm just trying to rush through like I've mentioned, I will get an in-depth section of this stuff. So that let me go to WhatsApp. So yesterday I just have to download WhatsApp for because of this session, business WhatsApp is not my normal WhatsApp. So I will come here and click on this app again. So when I click on this array, so I can see WhatsApp is using 17 and the text color is this. So I can click on this guy. I can see they are using 15 for the lower text there. For the time, I can see they are using 12 here. And for we get to that, okay, let me click on that one. We can see they are using 11 for the one. So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 months already. Okay, so for the part that says status, let me click on that. So you can see that they are using 14. So far on this app, they maintain only 4 font size. So with this, when you are working on a mobile app, you know that one thing that is very important is the rule of 4. So to make sure your font is no more than 4. So we are going to recreate WhatsApp in this session. Let's go under hierarchy and let's click on layout. So on layout, you click on layout, you will select this profile picture. You will see that this profile picture is the circle that this image is staying inside is what? Is 48 by 48. And the margin is 16 pixels. Like this is so like from this edge to this place is 16 pixels. So note that. And let me click on this poster. Sorry. Let me click on this poster. You will see like, okay, this is, sorry. So let me click on this poster. You will see that this old guy is 76. Like the height is 76. That is what we need here because your phone density might be different from my own. So this is 76 and the height is 390. Okay, so yeah, it's best to maintain 4 font size on your mobile phone. So you can now use color and any other stuff to point to different stuff. But this is just if you want to go beyond that, allow, but use it confidently. Don't go and confuse your user. it's better to maintain 4 as a starter. So let's go back to, so what I did here is I took some screenshots of different parts of this, different parts of this website, of this mobile phone that I'm currently designing. And let's go back to Lunacy and get our hands dirty. So here I will just click on this guy. Sorry, let me open the file. So, all right, let me close. Let me move this guy to one side. So I designed this using this yesterday. So this is what I did. So come under your layer, I created a page, I call it page 1. So page 1, I took random screenshots of different things. Coming, I want to hide, sorry. So just please let this guy just stay somewhere here. I have a lot of stuff going on my screen, but I want you guys to just focus on the major ones. Or let me just drag it out of view for now, out of my view for now. So here I took screenshots of different parts of what I want to design, and this is what you like. You can just take for a spin yourself as well. So I took screenshot and I brought it here. So this is what I did. So now let's try to design WhatsApp. So I go to a new page. I call this page a new. So I created a new page. So let me come here and the thing is, we might not be able to finish this in this session because of our time, but as I promised, I will create a in-depth tutorial on this guy and share it with us, and it will be on YouTube too, so that you can always refer to it anytime you need it. So now let's create. Let's come to our frame and let's click on here. I'm using, because I'm on Android, so Pixel is Android Pixel 4 XL. So let me go on that mobile phone and choose Pixel 4 XL. So here now, I want to get this first part where it's saying WhatsApp, all this kind of stuff. So I come to my screen here. So I look for where I selected anything relating to WhatsApp. So this is it. So you can see, you can see, okay, I've selected WhatsApp, and this is the type that they use. So 20 for what they wrote WhatsApp business 20. This is the color. So I'll just copy. I will click on this guy. Let me see if there's any other screen that I'll be needing. So I will copy this guy, go back to my screen 2. Then I will paste it here. So what I will do is I will just drag this guy inside here. Then so that like I'm working with the same stuff, like I don't want it to be too big. So I will drag it back outside. So here first, I want to know the height, like this top and this part. I want to know the line height. So I come back to my live app. Can you see this? Can you guys still see my screen? Sorry. Yes, thank you. So here I come back to my live app. So I will click on, sorry. So I will click on this guy. I will go under hierarchy and layout. So I select this guy. So if you notice here, so our height here is what? Our height here is 56. So I will come here. Sorry, like I have so much going on my screen at the moment. So let's just take this out. So our line height is 56, right? So I will come here, I will create a stuff, but I don't care about the width now. I only care about the height, which is 56, which is 56. Then I will put it here. So here, this WhatsApp business, this part where we have this our search icon. So I'm going to click on my phone. If you notice, we have 48 by 48. Okay, so I will create another. Sorry. So here I will create another. Triangle. Why am I saying triangle? Sorry, square. I'll create another square that is 48 by 48. So I love it. Let me just come here. Enter 48 by 48. Okay. So here I want to change the color a little bit and put it somewhere around this place. So let's come back here. So if you notice here, we have we selected this, but we have a space of 40 between this search icon and the edge of the right edge of our screen. So I will come back here and make sure I am making it 40. So yeah, we are 40 now. So let me just come back here and copy this search icon. So I'll put this search icon inside this place. So I will copy both of them and I will align and do this. So we have this part, then we can group it together so that we won't mistakenly move it around. Then I can now change the color of this my background to the color of this guy so that it will look exactly the same. Okay. So now let me come back to my screen and click out. I want to select these 3 dots. Okay. So I will come back here and sum up my stuff. Then I will let me go on that layout and click on this guy. So if you notice, the size of this one is 40 by 48. So what we do here is we come back here. Let's just take this one out. Or you know what? Let's leave this guy. Let's focus on some other stuff. So let's write WhatsApp business. Our WhatsApp business size is 20. Okay, 20. Let's come here and write. I'm trying to rush here because of our time. We have less than 20 minutes to go. What's how is it? Okay. What's business. So this type, this one is 20. And we are designing mobile store for Android. The default font for Android is Roboto. So make sure you get that Roboto. Then we want to make this guy 20. Let me reduce this. And this seems like here is telling us it's normal, but it seems like it's a little bit not normal. Let's make it medium. So we can bring it up here. Just make sure that we align our guide, make sure everything is the same. So now let's select this our button and this our rectangle and come to color and select this color that WhatsApp has used. Then we come back here and select this color that they've used here. So let's put our color, which is FF869680. This should give us this color. So, and then let's change the color of this guy as well. So this will give us this so that So we have designed the upper part of our WhatsApp now. Okay, so let's delete this guy. Let's come back to our screen here. So our screen one. So we are looking for this side. So let's look for. So I will be picking this guy because I've selected this guy here. So then also I am looking for before then I'm looking for where I selected the whole stuff. Okay, so I'll be picking this guy as well. So I will select these two stuff and come back here and paste them here. Sorry, I think I pasted this. Let me zoom out. Okay, it's pasting. So let me zoom in. So let's come back here. Let's come back here. So let me zoom in. So here you can see here we selected on, like you can be checking your phone as we are going. So here we selected this part where we said where it says charts, right? So you can see this whole box is what is 48 and this is 120. So what we want to do is we want to draw another box which is like exactly like something like this. So we can just drag this one down here, which is the height of this one is, for this is 56, but we want to make this 48. So we bring this guy here, we put it here. So we move it a little bit up so that that line will not be showing. And here now we want to draw another, what is it called? We want to draw another that is 120 by what? 120 by 48. So let's come here and click on, make this one 120, make this one 48. So if you notice here now, here on your WhatsApp, you have a camera icon here. So from this edge to where it says chart, we are having a space of 32 margin. So let's come back here and align this here. Sorry, align this here. So we want to get that 32 margin. So this is 36, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have this now. So we come here and under charts. So chart is 14 pixels. Okay, so we type charts. Charts, we make it 14. So we make it 14 and we make it all caps. So we can, instead of having to come and type this color code, we can just come here and click on this color here. Sorry, I didn't get the original color. Let me move this guy and just select the color. Get it now. Let me close this guy. So we have this guy here. So and you can see here it's telling us this is bold. Okay, so let's come here and select bold. So we come here, we bring this guy here. Let's go back and find, and instead of going back, just let me take my phone and click on. So this is my phone. Let me click on where it says 14. So 14, I can see 14 is 21 by 21. Okay, so 21 by 21. I'll just come here. I draw a circle that of 21 by 21. I will lock this guy and I will reduce this guy a little bit. So then I want to give it this same color. So I come under my color and I click on color I will select this, sorry, that's not mine. I will select this color, sorry, this color not want to select. I will select this color. So here now, let me go under elements, and now you can see that our 14 is 11, the text size is 11 and it's bold. So let me take this away from my screen and make this guy 14 and it's bold, right? Yeah, I will just, so sorry, this guy is 11. It's 11. So it's 11. But let me now change the color to this guy. So I just select the two together, I copy, so and I realign it. Then I can group it together, Control G, then I will bring it here. So I will bring it here. Let me try to zoom in on it so that we can perfectly align everything again. So I will click on these two guys, then I will align them. Then I will group it together now. Then I will now click on this guy, click on this guy. I will align it to make sure that it's aligned. Then I will change this guy. Before I change the color, I will copy this guy and bring it out here. So I will now copy these guys again. Then I will can group them. Then I will come here, select my, what's it called, select this square and change the color to this. So now we want to, we want to create this kind of, this line. So we come back here, we create a line. So the line should be the same thing with this guy. So let's increase our line height to something like, yeah, this is okay. So let's change the color to this. So let me move it down a little bit, and then we have this first part. So I'll come here and I will delete this part. So I will just type status. I will type on status. I will select this guy, bring it back up here. Bring it back up here. I will copy it again. Make it so you notice that the spacing is not same. So just let's make sure we let me click on this guy. Click here, yeah. So let me align it to the edge. So we click on this guy, make this one, click on this guy, make the color this one. Then I come back to my screen. Then we select the color for this and this. Then make sure that, let me just select this color because we are out of time. Select this color for it. Then I will change this one to pause. So I will select this guy on the bottom stuff and make sure it's aligned. Then I group it. I'll select this guy. I will select this guy, make sure it's aligned. Then I will group this as well. So I will click on everything now, like all this guy, and group everything. So we created the first part, the second part of our screen. So here now, space for camera is what we have there. The space for that other 3 dots is what we have here. So like we can keep designing like this. And let's quickly create, let's see if we can finish this one, or let me just come here and copy. So I'll just come here and copy this guy. and bring it here. So like what I did was, let me show you what I did. So if you go to let me bring my phone back to the screen. So we just focus on my phone. So under hierarchy and layout, so if you select this image, so you can see we have here 48 by 48, and we have 16 pixels, like in a margin of 16 pixels. So that is the same thing I did here. So if you click here, you will see that we have click here, you see we have 48 by 48 here, and then we have if you hover on it, you will see we have a margin of 16 pixels. Okay, so if you click on this name array, so what I did here was I created we have 23 here, so I created a box of 23. So if you see it here of 23, and I wrote the name this name here. So here now, like I'm intentionally doing this issue in case the name is longer. Like here we have a longer name, you get that, so that it will contain it. And if you are let's say I'm working on Figma, it will automatically expand based on auto layout, but we can cover that in another session. So now I click on this time. So if you notice here, for the time we have here, I wrote yesterday before I designed yesterday. So I put this one inside the box. So the box is 23, and sorry, I think I'm selecting text here. Sorry, don't worry, we can cover that later. So here we have this text. This box is showing 16 here. So okay, I think that would be my mistake, but that does not necessarily mean. So here we have this text of 23. I have this box of 23. Okay, so after now go to your element. So this text is showing us 15. Okay, so when you click on this text, you see that we have 15 here. When you click on this text that says of the time stamp, here is saying yesterday, and when I click on it, we have 12, and we have 12 here. So because this is currently active, it's showing this color, but because this is this are fast, is showing this color, so that like you notice now, like a message that you have not clicked, they are trying to create a attention, like an emphasis on this guy, you get. So that is how with this app you can like go ahead and design any mobile app. Like don't let me say any mobile app, because I've not tested it on every mobile app, but you can design almost every day-to-day app with it. You get that? And so what I now did after creating this guy, so I aligned it here. Let me take this guy down so that it will cover our bar there. So let me take it down a little bit. Okay, we have this guy now. So with Lunacy has a fantastic feature that I love. So here now, under the name, I can just ask Lunacy to generate a name for me. So I can click on generate name, so it will generate the name for me. And if I now click on auto refresh, this one as well, if I click, they can generate this name for me. Sorry, they can generate this name for me. So if I click on auto refresh, it automatically refresh this guy for me, so that whenever when I come there to copy this guy, it will, once I'm copying, sorry, I think I put dog inside another dog. So let me bring it out. So when I'm trying to duplicate this guy, you will see automatically it's changing the name and the text here for me. So I can just repeat, and we have that. So I can come back on my image and click on this, then it will change the image for me. I can come back here, or instead of clicking on this guy, I can just generate avatar. It will generate this guy for me. Come here, I can select, okay, I want this next one to be a female. I want this person to be Asian. I want this person to be maybe middle-aged person, emotion. I want this person to be smiling. Then the hair color, maybe blonde, they are generate. So it's telling us no result for this criteria. Then let's make it a child, and let's make it Latino. Let's see if we can generate this time around. So we have this image there. I can just come back here and select this guy's copy. You can see that the name and every stuff is auto updating. So this is how we can try to recreate any mobile app, and you can get your hand dirty. Now you are learning how they use their typography, how they use spacing, how they use color to put emphasis on something and stuff like that. So let me come back and see if I can answer one or two questions here. So all right. All right, thank you so much. Thank you guys. So I don't think we have any question here. Yeah, so Favor, over to you. Hello.
Hi, Prince.
Yeah, over to you.
So I'm going to allow people to be able to use their mic and speak at this point.
Okay.
So we have some. All right. I think have we come to the, have you rounded off, Prince, or do you have something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let me.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, you could. Thank you very much, Prince. So thank you very much to everyone who has stayed in with us and joined us up until this point. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been asking for the recordings, like, oh, I would like to rewatch this and all of this. The recording of this session was streamed live to, or this session was streamed live to YouTube. So you can go to our Trevor YouTube page so you get more information about it. Like I mentioned earlier, there are some freebies that we have for people on this call, and we're going to be giving some discount to our upcoming product design bootcamp. Yeah. So upcoming product design bootcamp. But just before that, we always like to end our sessions with one thing, and that is giving our facilitators feedback. That is, people who have shared with us, we give them feedback on what they have done, so they know how to, okay, how do I do, and what's the opportunity for them to do better. So I'm going to share with us now what I call a Slido poll, where I will just appreciate if you are able to take some moments to share some feedback with us about how Prazo has shared with us today. What do you think about it? Share with us today. Was it good? Are there places he could improve himself? And are there things we could improve on too as a team? So if you go to the chat now, I'm going to drop a link to the Slido poll where you can share some feedback. Yeah, so if you just scan this barcode as well, that you see on the screen on your mobile device, you'll be able to see the poll. So I'm going to prompt the poll now. Yeah, it's 3 questions and we get to have some feedback. All right, so yeah, so I am looking forward to as many of us as I can get to share some feedback. And while we are sharing some feedback, I'm going to stop the recording and the live stream at this point.